Eclipse Day is here. We've got you covered, along with a major recall from Dutch Bros. What you need to know if you lined up yesterday to get these glasses. And we're tracking the latest traffic for you this morning. A live report from Rest Stop here. KEZI 9 News reporter Rosie Nguyen is traveling the roads for us. She will be live.
And we are looking at beautiful conditions right now here in Corvallis. The question is, what about other areas of Western Oregon? We'll have that answer coming up now on KEZI 9 News this morning.
Live, local, late breaking. This is KEZI 9 News this morning.
May the shadow of the moon fall on a world at peace. And ABC News, of course, will bring you a complete report on that next eclipse 38 years from now.
And as promised, here we are. The day has arrived and we sit in the path of totality. Good morning. It is 6 o'clock on Monday, August 21st. It's the highly anticipated Eclipse Day. I'm Jennifer Richardson. Bob has the morning off. We have you covered on all angles this morning with team coverage. Our crews are standing by. Storm Tracker 9 meteorologist Dave Holder is in Corvallis, one of many Oregon cities in the path of totality. Amber Wilmarth is also in Corvallis with those anxiously waiting for the big morning. And Rosie Nguyen is tracking traffic for us along I-5. First, let's get to Dave. So it is looking great out there, right, Dave?
Hey, good morning, Jen. Good morning, Western Oregon. We are coming to you from maybe the tallest spot here in Corvallis, well, at least one of the tallest spots, and this could possibly be one of the best spots in the entire country to view the total solar eclipse. And tell you, we might not be getting better conditions here in Corvallis right now. Clear skies above us. There are some concerns, however, right now as the daylight begins to break. I want to show you something. We are watching the smoke from the Whitewater fire that is continuing to burn near Mount Jefferson. Notice some of that smoke and the haze is being pushed off to the south now from our location, and it is moving into southern parts of the Willamette Valley. We're going to watch this very closely because it could impact viewing in southern areas of the Willamette Valley this morning, something we will watch very, very closely over the next few hours. Right now, let's take a look at the current conditions here in Corvallis. It's a little chilly in parts, and Corvallis no difference. I'm wearing a jacket right now. You're looking off to the north here. Temperatures have fallen into the 50s. A little bit of a light breeze out here currently as well. We've fallen into the mid 50s here. And yeah, if you're getting ready to go out to the your viewing spot, get that jacket out. We'll have more on your current conditions across Western Oregon. That's coming up in a few minutes. Right now, Jen, let's send it back to you.
Thank you for that update, Dave. Well, traffic has started lighter than expected this morning, and KEZI 9 News anchor Rosie Nguyen left Eugene at 5 and has been traveling up I-5 towards Corvallis for us. She joins us now live. Rosie, how has it been out there?
Good morning, Jen. Good morning, Western Oregon. We are at the rest stop off of I-5 North, adjacent to Junction City. Now, traffic did slow down a little bit as we were driving up from Eugene, but nothing to worry about just yet. And I wanted to show you here, when we turned into this rest stop, there was actually a line that started to form just to get a parking spot. You can see here how full this rest stop is getting, and we are only by Junction City. Let's take a live look at Trip Check along I-5 North. You can see most of the freeway is green with some patches of yellow, showing minor delays as you approach Junction City, where we are, and then again near Highway 34 and heading towards Corvallis. Also slow traffic on the I-105 and I-5 interchange, but nothing to worry about. Coming up on KEZI 9 News this morning at 6:30, we'll catch up with some travelers here and what their experience has been like traveling up from Sacramento. I'm live off of I-5 North. Rosie Nguyen, KEZI 9 News.
All right, we'll look forward to that, Rosie. Well, Benton County is considered a prime viewing spot for the eclipse, and officials have been planning for months to handle the crowds. KEZI 9 News reporter Amber Wilmarth spent the night in the dorms at OSU. Amber, tell us what that was like.
Well, Jen, it was really fun, actually. A lot of people here are very excited about the eclipse, so you can feel the energy and that excitement. And just in the past hour, it's gotten busier, more people walking around, going for jogs. I don't know if you can see behind me, but there are some people out here on the soccer field. Looks like they have their spot picked out for that community-wide eclipse watch party happening here in just over 4 hours. OSU officials tell us that 1,900 people spent the night in the residence halls this weekend, and they say people came here from all over the world to see this eclipse. The university is hosting a 3-day eclipse celebration. It started on Saturday. Today is that final and much anticipated day. They had a series of family-friendly events over the weekend, all leading up to today for that community-wide Eclipse viewing party right here on campus. OSU's campus is in the path of totality, so we will be seeing a total eclipse in about, well, just over 4 hours now. That's when the sky is expected to go dark for about 2 minutes, starting at approximately 10:17 a.m. University officials tell us they enjoy showing visitors what OSU has to offer.
This gives us a chance to celebrate who we are. We're darn good at research, we're darn good at teaching, we're darn good Oregonians. So as Oregon's statewide university, this allows us to be a host in a very warm and welcoming way.
This festival is the first of 4 taking place at OSU this year. It's all for their 150th anniversary. And according to experts, the last coast-to-coast eclipse here in the U.S. took place back in 1918. So it just adds to the excitement going on here at OSU today. And coming up on KZI 9 News at 6:30, we speak to a few instructors. They tell us why this natural event also brings people together and brings a boost to the economy. Live from Corvallis, Amber Wilmarth, KZI 9 News.
All right, great report there, Amber. And if you got Eclipse glasses from Dutch Bros Coffee yesterday, the company is now saying do not use them. Dutch Bros handed out the glasses at many of their stands yesterday, but in a Facebook post just late last night, they issued a full voluntary recall of these glasses because they may not meet the safety requirements to view the eclipse. To make up for it, Dutch Bros says you can turn the glasses in for a free drink of your choice. And use glasses with the numbers and letters ISO 123122 printed on them. They say buying glasses from Amazon doesn't mean they'll be safe. Also, don't use any that are more than 3 years old. If you are still looking for a place to watch the eclipse, there's a watch party at Skinner Butte. Shuttle buses will be leaving from Campbell Community Center on High Street every 10 minutes starting at 8:30 a.m. The buses will bring you to the top of Skinner's Butte. Special glasses will be available for purchase. I'm going to head out there after our broadcast, and we will have live reports all morning from the top of the Butte. Well, coming up, thousands of people, of course, are pouring in from around the country just to get into the path of totality. Lineups this weekend force people to camp out. We'll continue to track traffic for you this morning. And speaking of that, we want to toss it back out to Storm Tracker 9 meteorologist Dave Holder with your weather and traffic every 9 minutes. Dave.
Yeah, beautiful conditions here in Corvallis. However, you go out to the coast, and man, that visibility reduced. Lots of widespread fog, dense fog out there. If you're getting ready to get out to your eclipse spot, be careful there, or just on your regular morning commute. We're going to be talking more about the current conditions across the area. That's coming up next.
Now, Storm Tracker 9 weather with meteorologist Dave Holder.
And welcome back, everybody. Happy Eclipse morning. We are turning our attention right now to Eugene, kind of a developing situation here as the daylight begins to break across the area. We are looking at a little bit of what looks to be smoke and haze, I believe from the Whitewater fire up in the Mount Jefferson area. We do have a north wind right now. It seems to be blowing some of that smoke there. There's our Holly Square camera. We're looking on Beltline right now off towards the Coburg Hills. You can definitely see some of that smoke in the area, and we are going to continue to monitor this very, very closely to see if this will impact your eclipse viewing situation down in Eugene. Now, right now, looking at a temperature of 56 degrees here. There's a breeze out of the north. There it is, 7 miles per hour. A little cool. Wear that jacket before you get outside, especially out there along the coast. Look at these current temperatures right now. We've fallen into the 40s there in Florence, 49 exactly. It's 50 in North Bend, so not far behind there. 54 here in Corvallis, and 60 degrees there in Roseburg. Okay, the big story here, the big important graphic that we're going to be showing is the Storm Tracker 9 satellite and radar. Now, of course, looking clear in the Willamette Valley and into central Oregon. That is, of course, without the smoke. The smoke could be an inhibiting factor, but as far as low cloud cover, not so bad here along the I-5 corridor. Now, we go out to the coast, a little bit of a different story there. Notice some of that low cloud cover has kind of encroached on some of our coastal communities. We are looking at very dense fog out there right now. Stormcast, let's roll here through the next few hours. You're going to notice by 9 o'clock this morning, just as the event begins to take place, we'll be looking at that low cloud cover and that fog kind of just nestled up right up along the coast. It will start to push back a little bit. That fog will burn off, and there by 10:45, just after totality, we are looking at some of that marine layer, well, burning off, that fog kind of clearing out, and especially up towards Lincoln County. That's good news. Folks up towards Newport, Lincoln City, and the path of totality may end up with some sunshine and some really good viewing conditions just before the totality begins to occur. Further down south there, we might have a little bit of fog issues. I would recommend giving yourself some ample time to move a mile or two if you need to get out of some of that fog. Now, as we head on in towards the afternoon, everyone will see lots of sunshine and temperatures will warm up. We'll actually get to well above seasonal average today. Pretty hot day on tap. And overnight tonight, that marine layer will start to move on in. In fact, some of those low clouds could penetrate into the I-5 corridor there. The Willamette Valley and the Umpqua Basin could wake up to some low cloud cover. It'll burn off, though, by tomorrow afternoon, and everybody will see some sunshine. Could even be a stray thunderstorm up in the mountains by tomorrow evening. All right, your regional forecast today, 65 in Reedsport, 66 Florence, 65 for you there in Newport in the path of totality. A few morning clouds, a little bit of fog out there. But again, it will become sunny. The question is how quickly will it become sunny along the coast this morning. Gusts up to 25 miles per hour as well, so be aware of that. Umpqua Basin, 90 degrees in Roseburg today, 90 degrees in Myrtle Creek. Looking at some pretty hot conditions. Do still have that air quality alert out there, unfortunately. And yeah, patchy smoke up in the Cascades. Highs in mid-80s for the foothills, looking at low 80s for the mountain passes, the Willamette Valley. 88 in Eugene, 89 Cottage Grove today. Here in Corvallis, 89 degrees. It'll be sunny and warm. Do have that north-northwest wind later this afternoon, 5 to 10 miles per hour. There's your 7-day forecast. Highs remain in the 60s through the rest of the week along the coast. We'll continue to see morning clouds, afternoon sun. Lots of sun, however, through the day by this weekend. We're going to be talking more about that coming up in the next few days. Umpqua Basin, 90 degrees today, 90 degrees tomorrow. Looking at a bit of a pattern change on Thursday. Cooler before much hotter temperatures this weekend. The Cascades keeping smoke in the forecast, unfortunately, for today. Could see an isolated thunderstorm up there the next couple days before more sunshine returns with warm temperatures this weekend. Finally, the Willamette Valley, 88 degrees today, guys. We're looking at sunshine, looking at 57 tonight, 87 tomorrow. Cooler by Thursday, but then a big warm up this weekend. But of course, the main focus right now is on this morning's forecast. Right now, really good here in Corvallis. Question about the smoke down in Eugene. We'll continue to watch that. Jen, back to you.
Yeah, interesting development there. Thank you, Dave. Well, travelers coming into town were greeted with some unexpected messages on their way into town. When we come back, we have reaction from some of these travelers as they saw these hate messages. For now, there's a live look in Coos Bay. Ooh, nice shot there. We'll be right back.
Live, local, late breaking. This is KZI 9 News This Morning with Bob Schaefer, Jennifer Richardson, and meteorologist Dave Holder.
And welcome back. Many of the thousands of people traveling into Oregon over the weekend were greeted with a not so welcoming message. People driving on I-5 Saturday were shocked to see anti-Semitic banners hanging from an overpass near Cottage Grove. There were also reports of signs near Salem and an unconfirmed one near Corvallis. Crews were sent out to remove these signs, but they had already been taken down. People were angered and upset to see demonstrations of hate right here in Oregon.
When I see something like this, I feel like we're taking steps backwards. And we need to be putting out more love and more acceptance, because hate isn't where it's at. It's absolutely the wrong direction to be going, in my opinion.
Governor Brown tweeted in response to the sign saying, quote, hateful rhetoric like this has no place in our Oregon. We must stand together to ensure that Oregon is a welcoming and inclusive place to all. And here was the scene just yesterday in Madras. Travelers still flying into Portland International Airport last night. You can see cars lined up and people camping out. And also in Madras, there are still questions this morning surrounding the cause of that plane crash near the airport. It left the pilot dead. A single-engine airplane crashed about a mile away from the airport. The impact sparked a small brush fire, which Jefferson County fire crews extinguished quickly.
I heard the plane coming in, and I heard it sputtering some, which is not uncommon. We hear it quite often, so I didn't really think much about it. And then a few seconds later, I could hear it. I heard the impact.
Now, visitors who were golfing nearby reported seeing that plane take a sharp turn before it crashed into the canyon. According to the Federal Aviation Administration, the plane was a single-engine home-built Wheeler Express. Now to Fire Watch. The Nina Springs wildfire burning near the Warm Springs Indian Reservation is 60% contained. It has grown to 68,000 acres. Firefighters used bulldozers to create a line around the northern end of the fire, where it's been the most active. A task force has been working overnight to put out any hot spots near the structures. And crews worked all night on the Umpqua North Complex fire to protect structures and secure fire lines. It's about 6,600 acres and is only 1% contained. This fire is located within the path of totality. Fire officials expect the eclipse to impact transporting fire resources and supplies along major highways and Forest Service roads. People living in Dry Creek, Last Resort RV Park, and homes on Elahi Road in Douglas County remain under level 3 evacuation orders. Residents living in Moore Hill Lane remain at level 2, and the Clearwater area has now been increased to a level 1 status. A 15-mile stretch of Highway 138 is still closed as those fires burn. And residents in Sisters continue to evacuate. The Mealy fire is now 9,000 acres. Firefighters work to contain this wildfire burning in the Three Sisters wilderness. Many evacuees are staying near the Sisters Middle School, where that Red Cross shelter is located.
Anxious, that's the good word, the right word. It makes you very anxious to know where you'll, because it's kind of unsettled out here even, you know, everything is not anywhere near normal.
Some evacuees are keeping their animals at the Sisters Rodeo grounds with the pet evacuation team. The Deschutes National Forest PIO says the same winds that pushed the fire southeast were back just yesterday. However, higher humidity levels did help crews battling those flames. And the Chetco bar fire is currently burning at 70,000 acres this morning, and extra help is now working on containment. Early yesterday morning, we captured video here of the task force leaving the Goshen Fire Station to help with the Chetco bar fire burning near Brookings. Approximately 300 homes are under a level 3 evacuation notice there, and another 1,000 homes are at a level 2. Lane Fire Authority Chief Terry Nye says they also have a task force currently out at the fire in Sisters.
Well, that's 10 pieces of fire equipment that are gone out of the county with their respective crews. The crews are a mix of career and volunteer personnel, but that makes things tight.
Chief Nye says they've been calling in help from off-duty employees as well as from outside resources. He assures us that they have all the resources they need for now. Well, coming up, a woman gets to see today's eclipse, and this will be her 3rd time. Coming up, see what this woman has gone through, though, to be able to watch this eclipse. You won't believe it. Time now is 6:21. Look at that shot in Roseburg this morning. We'll be right back.
Live, local, late breaking. This is KZI 9 News This Morning with Bob Shaper, Jennifer Richardson, and meteorologist Dave Holder.
And welcome back. In other news this morning, a Hollywood producer is now in the middle of a lawsuit in connection with the mysterious death of his former assistant. ABC's Victor Quisinero has the latest in GMA's First Look.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Joel Silver, the Hollywood producer behind box office blockbusters, is being sued in connection with the mysterious death of his former assistant. In a lawsuit filed Friday, the family of Carmel Musgrove claiming in August of 2015, their 28-year-old daughter accompanied Silver and his family, along with a number of celebrities, to Bora Bora. About 2 weeks into the trip, Musgrove's body was found washed up on the banks of the lagoon outside of her bungalow. Officials say she drowned. But in their lawsuit, the Musgrove family claims members of Silver's entourage or production company furnished her with excessive amounts of alcohol and cocaine, and she was overworked in her job, resulting in excessive fatigue and heat stroke while on the trip. 4 factors the family claims caused or contributed to the cause of Musgrove's death. And we'll have more on the lawsuit coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Victor Oquendo, ABC News, New York.
Allergy sufferers, a word to the wise. If symptoms at night ruin your next day, try new Zysol. It relieves symptoms while you sleep and keeps relieving all day. Because Zysol's as effective at hour 24 as at hour 1. So, be wise-all. Take new Zysol.
How did we test our improved Dixie Ultra plates? With 2 pounds of steak in each hand. Dixie Ultra. Stress tested so you can stress less at dinner.
Every day, we are called to duty, overscheduled, overloaded, and overwhelmed. What if there was a place to declare peace? The Serta Perfect Sleeper, the most comfortable place to declare peace.
Life could be a dream. Happiness is powerful flea and tick protection from NexGard, a delicious chew that protects for an entire month. Ask your vet for more information. Reported side effects include vomiting and itching. NexGard, the vet's #1 choice.
Now, Storm Tracker 9, weather and traffic together every 9 minutes with meteorologist Dave Holder.
And welcome back, everybody. Going back down to Eugene right now, we're looking at Beltline and Coburg Road. Looking off to the east here towards the Coburg Hills, we have noticed some of the smoke from the Whitewater fire from our vantage point here in Corvallis. Some of that smoke and haze is moving in from the north down the Willamette Valley. And there you can see it right now. Now, with any luck, it'll clear out or the sun will manage to rise high enough in the sky to get above the clouds so it will not obscure the viewing for the eclipse. It is something we are going to watch very closely. Now, taking a look at your current conditions here in Eugene. Temperatures have gotten pretty cool out there. We've dropped into the low 50s, and there is the Garden Valley exit there on I-5 in Roseburg. Traffic is beginning to increase this morning, as I'm assuming people are starting to get into the path of totality from other neighborhoods as of right now. There's a look at I-5 and 105. Now, this vantage point looking pretty good here in Eugene, but be safe out there. Take it easy. There will be more traffic than usual. For now, Jen, let's send it back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Dave. Well, coming up, we continue to follow traffic flows for you throughout the morning. Here is a live look in Eugene this morning. Looking pretty good out there. And we also want to take a look here at our trip check computer. We've been following any delays for you. And honestly, it is looking very good out there. Traffic is flowing smoothly. We'll be right back.